Hello students, let's do simple linear equations, exercise 14E. Page number 172. Question 1, solve for x. So here we're going to find the value of x. As you can see on the left hand side, you have x there, and on the right also we have x. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the x terms to the left hand side and all the constants to the right hand side. So let's begin. So we have 2x already here. Now I'm going to transpose this 1 by 3x to the left hand side. It becomes minus 1 by 3x. On the right hand side, I already have minus 11 by 4. And I'm going to transpose minus 2 to the right hand side. It's going to become plus 2. So now first, let's work out what is on the left hand side. So let's do that. 2x minus 1 by 3x. Now this is subtraction of fractions. We are going to find our LCM and get the new numerators. The denominators are 1 and 3, so the LCM will be 3. Now 1 into 3 is 3, so I need to multiply this by 3. So that is 3 2s are 6, 6x minus 3 into 1 is 3, so I need to multiply the numerator by 1, which will give me the same thing, 1x. Now 6x minus 1x. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5x by 3. So on the left hand side I have 5x by 3. Now let's work out what's given on the right hand side. Minus 11 by 4 plus 2. So here we can give the denominator 1. So our LCM will be 4. So 4 into 1 is 4. So minus 11 into 1 is minus 11 plus, now 1 into 4 is 4, so I need to multiply 2 into 4. 2 4s are 8. Now let's work this out. Signs are different. This is minus and this is plus. So we put the sign of a bigger number. 11 minus 8 is 3 and the denominator is 4. So here on the right hand side we have minus 3 by 4. Now we're going to find the value of x. So let me begin by writing 5x is equal to, on the right hand side I have minus 3 by 4. I leave it as it is. Now I'm going to transpose this 3 that is here to the right hand side. So it's going to go from here to the right hand side, and because it's a division here, it's going to become multiplication when it goes to the right hand side. So it becomes into 3. Now we'll just continue the same way. Now 5x means 5 into x. So I'm going to find the value of only x. So I'll write minus 3. On top I still have into 3 and denominator I have 4. Now I'm going to transpose this 5 to the right hand side. It's multiplication. When it goes there it becomes division. So 5 comes down here. So this is also into 5. So now let's multiply. Minus into plus, the sign here is plus, minus into plus is minus. 3 3s are 9. In the denominator I have 4 into 5, 4 5s are 20. So I have found the value of x. We have solved for x. X is equal to minus 9 by 20. So this is our first answer. X is equal to minus 9 by 20. Question 2. Now here we have all these terms and brackets. So we're going to open the brackets first and then carry on. So let's begin. So here, when you open brackets, you need to be careful. First you multiply 7 into x and then 7 into minus 4. So 7x are 7x minus 7 4s are 28. Now let's go on to the second part here. Now this is minus 2. So minus 2 into x will be minus 2x. Now minus 2 into minus 5. Minus into minus is plus. 2 5s are 10. So go carefully with this, especially when you have a minus sign. Now the next one, minus 3 into x will be minus 3x. Then minus 3 into minus 2. So minus into minus is plus. 3 2s are 6. So left hand side we are done with. Now let's go to the right hand side. 3 into 2. 3 2s are 6. Then 3 into minus x will be minus 3x. then what we're left with is minus 8. So now on the left hand side, let's take all the x terms together and see. So I have 7x here, then we have minus 2x, and we have minus 3x on the left hand side. So let's work that out first. So 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 minus 3. Now let me work that out once again to help you understand. Now this is 7x minus 2x minus 3x. So I'm going to take only the numbers 7 minus 2 minus 3. The whole thing is x. Okay. Now 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. So I have 2x. So here I have 2x. Now let me look at my constants, that is the whole numbers. So the whole numbers are minus 28, then I have plus 10, and I have plus 6. So let me take all that to the working column and work it out. Minus 28 plus 10 plus 6. So add up the numbers with the plus sign first. So this becomes minus 28 plus, both the signs are plus, so add 10 plus 6 is 16. Now the signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. So 28 minus 16, 8 minus 6 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, so this becomes 12. So here I have minus 12. So let's write that 2x minus 12 is equal to. Now we are looking at the right hand side. Look at the right hand side now, and we're going to work out that on the right hand side. So on the right hand side, let's look at the whole numbers. I have 6 minus 8. So signs are different. Here it is plus and there it is minus. When signs are different, we put the sign of the bigger number. So here it is bigger numbers minus, and 8 minus 6 is 2. So we have minus 2, and here we have minus 3x. So minus 3x minus 2. Now let's get all the x terms to the left hand side. So I already have 2x here. I'm going to transpose this minus 3x to the left hand side. It becomes plus 3x. On the right hand side, I already have minus 2. Now I'm going to transpose this minus 12 to the other side. That will become plus 12. So now 2x plus 3x, 2 plus 3 is 5. So that's 5x is equal to, now here we have minus 2 plus 12. Signs are different. So put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 12 minus 2 is 10. So 5x is equal to 10. X will be 10 divided by 5 because I've transposed this 5 which is here. This is multiplication. When it goes to the right hand side, it becomes division. That's how it became 10 by 5. Now divide 10 by 5. 5 2s are 10. So we have found the value of x. X in this question is equal to 2. So we've got our answer. X is equal to 2. Question 3. X minus 40% of x minus 10 equals 4. So I need to work out this off first according to Bodmer's, and then I will carry on. So let's begin first. So here I have x minus 40% means 40 by 100. Off means into, so I leave off there as it is. Of x minus 10 is equal to 64. So I'm going to work out this portion first. So I'm going to work out this part first. So let's do that in the working column. So let's take that 40 by 100. Off means into x minus 10. So that means I'm multiplying the numerator. So let me multiply first 40 into x, and then I multiply 40 into minus 10. So 40 into x is 40x. 40 into minus 10 is minus 400. 40 into 10 is 400 divided by 100. So I've got that. Let me write it down here. So x minus 40x minus 400 by 100. Okay, so I've got it like this, is equal to 64. Now I need to work out this left hand side completely. X minus 40x minus 400 by 100. So let's take that to the working column. So that becomes x minus 40x minus 400 divided by 100 here. So this is the first part. Now here, let's give this a denominator 1. Now our LCM is going to be 100 because one denominator is 1, the other denominator is 100. Take the other denominator. So that is 100. Now 1 into 100 will give us 100. So I need to multiply this also by 100. So x into 100 is 100x. Then I have a minus sign, so let me be careful about that. So first let me leave the minus sign as it is and work out with the rest. So here 100 into 1. 100 into 1 is equal to 100. So I need to multiply this whole numerator into 1. So 1 into that whole thing will give me back the same numerator. So that is 40x minus 400. Now let me open the brackets. So here I have 100x. Now when you see minus before a bracket, remember the sign of all the terms inside the bracket will change. So this is plus. So plus will now become minus. So that becomes minus 40x. Minus 400 will now become plus 400. Now this by 100. Now let me find the x terms. Now let me work on the x terms. So here I have 100x here and minus 40. 100 minus 40 is 60. So 60x plus 400 divided by 100. So this is what I have. I'm going to put it down here on the main part. So I have 60x plus 400 divided by 100 equals 64. So now 60x plus 400 will be 64 into 100 because I have transposed this 100 to the right hand side and it has now become the multiplication. It was the division here, it's now become multiplication. That's how I got 64 into 100. So now let's do that. 60x plus 400 is equal to, now 64 into 100. Let me multiply 64 into 1. 64 into 1 is 64. Now add the two zeros. So 6400. Now let's find the value of 60x. So 60x will be 6400 minus 400. How did we get that minus 400? We have transposed this plus 400 to the right hand side. It's become minus 400. So now 60x will be equal to, now 6400, let's do the subtraction here, 6400 minus 400. So 6400 minus 400. So 0, I've got 6000 here. So 60x is equal to 6000. How much will x be? X will be equal to 60,000 divided by 60. Now we can cancel. Okay. Now I have 600 divided by 6. So 6 into 100 is 600. So I have found the value of x. X is equal to 100. So this is my final answer here. X is equal to 100. Question 4. So let's work out this now. We have left hand side here and the right hand side. Let's work out what is there on the left hand side. So as you can see, we have one in the form of a fraction and one more there with a subtraction sign in between. So let's work this out in the working column. So 2 minus 3x by 3 minus 3 minus 5x by 2. So I have my denominators as 3 and 2. So I need to find the LCM because they are unlike fractions. And since 3 and 2 are both prime numbers, the LCM of prime numbers is the product of those two numbers. So we just have to multiply. 3 2s are 6. So I've got my LCM as 6. Now 3 into 2 is 6. So I need to multiply this whole thing by 2. So 2 into 2 first and then 2 into minus 3x. So 2 2s are 4. Then 2 into minus 3x will be minus 2 3s are 6, 6x. Now let's go to the other fraction here. 2 3s are 6. So we have to multiply this whole thing by 3. So now let's multiply. When you do that, you have to do first 3 into 3 and then 3 into minus 5x. So 3 3s are 9. Now before that we have a minus sign. Let's be careful about the minus sign. 3 3s are 9 minus 3 5s are 15, 15x. So let's put this within brackets itself because of the minus sign before it. Now let's open brackets now. So we have 4 minus 6x. When you see minus before a bracket, change all the signs inside. So minus 9 plus 15x. This by 6. So now first let's work out. Now the whole numbers here can be worked out. So let's do signs are different. So put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 9 minus 4 is 5. Now let's work on the x terms. We have minus 6x and plus 15. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 15 minus 6 will be 9. So 9x by 6. So now let's write it down there. So here we've done the left hand side. We've got minus 5 plus 9x by 6. This is equal to 2 by 3. Now minus 5 plus 9x is equal to 2 by 3 into 6. We have transposed 6, which is division here from the left hand side to the right. Now we can cancel something here. 3 2s are 6. So 2 2s are 4. So here what do we have? We have minus 5 plus 9x is equal to 4. Now let's find the value of 9x first. So 9x will be 4 plus 5 because we have transposed minus 5 to the right hand side. It has become plus 5. So 9x now, 9x is equal to 4 plus 5 is 9. Therefore, x will be 9 divided by 9, which is 1. So we have found the value of x. X is equal to 1. So in this question here, we have found the answer of value of x and x is equal to 1. Question 2. 5 times a certain number diminished by 25 gives 25. Find the number. So let the number be x. 5 times that number, that is 5x. Okay, 5x means 5 times that number. Diminished by 25 means minus 25 gives 25. So now we're going to find the number. So let's work out. So 5x minus 25 equals 25. Now we're going to find the value of 5x. That will be on the right hand side. We already have 25. Now we are going to transpose this minus 25 from the left hand side to the right. It will become plus 25. So 5x is equal to 25 plus 25 is 50. So therefore, to find the value of x, we say 50 divided by 5 because we have transposed this 5, which is multiplication, to the right hand side. It has now become division. Now 50 divided by 5. 5 tens are 50. So now we have the value of x. X is equal to 10. So we have found the answer here to this question. X is equal to 10. Question 3. 3/5 of a number. So let the number be x. So 3/5 of that number is greater than 1/3 of the same number by 4. Find the number. Okay, so 3/5 of this number, that is 3 by 5 of this number is x, is greater than 1/3. So we can say 1/3 of that same number is 1 by 3x plus 4 will give us 3 by 5x. Now this is one way of putting it. Another way we can say 3 by 5x minus 4 is equal to 1 by 3x. So we'll work out with this equation in this form. So let's begin now. Now 3 by 5x is on the left hand side. On the right hand side we have 1 by 3x. So let's get it both together to one side. So 3 by 5x, and I'm going to transpose 1 by 3x from the right hand side to the left, it's going to become minus. So this is minus 1 by 3x. And together it will be equal to 4. So now let's work out what is given here on the left hand side. 3 by 5x minus 1 by 3x. Let's work this out. So I'm going to work it out in the working column. 3 by 5x minus 1 by 3x. So now the LCM will be 5 into 3. 5 3s are 15. 5 3s are 15. So I need to multiply 3x. So this will be 3x into 3. 3 3s are 9. 9x minus 3 5s are 15. So I need to multiply 1x into 5. So 1x into 5 will be 5x. So this will be 9x minus 5x, that is 9 minus 5 is 4, 4x by 15. So let's write it down there. So now this is 4x by 15 is equal to 4. So now to find the value of 4x, we will say 4 into 15 because I have transposed this 15 from here to the right hand side. So division has now become multiplication. Now I'm going to continue like this. 4x means 4 into x. So I leave x here. On the right hand side I already have 4 into 15. Now I'm going to transpose this 4, which is multiplication, to the right hand side. It will become division and it will come in the denominator here. Now I can cancel this 4 and this 4. So what is left? 15. So now I have found the value of x. X is equal to 15. So this is my answer. Question 4. The sum of 3 consecutive even natural numbers is 36. Find the numbers. So even natural numbers are numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, all those numbers. And 3 consecutive numbers means numbers that come one after the other. Now, if you're talking about normal natural numbers, numbers that come one after the other will be 2, 3, 4. All these are numbers that come one after the other. Whereas if it is even natural numbers, it will be 2, 4, 6, 8. These are consecutive even natural numbers. And as you can see, the difference between them is 2. Okay, difference between 4 and 2 is 2, 6 and 2 is 2, and here also it is 2. So now we are going to consider the first natural number, even number, to be x, the second number to be x plus 2. Okay, x plus 2 because only then you will get the next even number. And the third number will be x plus 4. And what does the question say? The sum of these 3 consecutive even natural numbers is 36. Now we're going to find the numbers. So sum means I'm going to add up the first number, the second number, and the third number. First number is x, the second number is x plus 2, and the third number is x plus 4. And all this will add up to 36. So now let's take all the x terms. So I have 1, 2, 3. So that is 3x. So let me write that down. I have 3x here, 3x. And now let's look at the whole numbers. So I have plus 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. So that is plus 6. 3x plus 6 is equal to 36. Now we're going to find the value of 3x first. That will be 36 minus 6 because I transpose this plus 6 from the left hand side to the right. It's become minus 6. So 3x is equal to 36 minus 6 is 30. Now to find the value of x, we'll say 30 divided by 3 because here on the left hand side it is multiplication. When I transpose it to the right, it's become division. Now 30 divided by 3, 3 tens are 30. So now I have found the value of x. X is equal to 10. So now let's go back to the first statement. Let the first number be x. So that means we have found the first number and that is 10. Now the second number is x plus 10. That is, x is 10, 10 plus 2. X plus 2, isn't it? X plus 2, that is 10 plus 2 is 12. The third number is x plus 4, that is 10 plus 4 is 14. So what are our numbers? The three consecutive even natural numbers are 10, 12 and 14. So we've got our three consecutive even natural numbers and they are 10, 12 and 14. Now the second question here, the sum of three consecutive odd integers is 51. Now let's take some odd numbers just to find the difference there. 3, 5, 7, 9, all these are odd numbers. And look at the difference between them. 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. So the difference between odd numbers is also 2, just like for even numbers. So let's begin. So let the first integer be x, second will be x plus 2, third will be x plus 4. Okay, just like the even numbers. Now the sum of all three. So sum of all three means the first integer is x, the second one is x plus 2, and the third one is x plus 4. So the sum of all this according to the question is 51. So now let's look at all the x terms. Let's take 1, 2 and 3. So we have 3x terms there. So that means 3x plus, let's look at the whole numbers. We have plus 2 here and plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. So that is 3x plus 6 is equal to 51. Now first let's find the value of 3x. 3x will be 51 minus 6 because we have transposed this plus 6 from the left hand side to the right. It's become minus 6. So now the value of 3x will be 3x is equal to 51 minus 6. So let's do that. 51 minus 6. So this becomes 4 and then 11. 11 minus 6 is 5 and this is 4, 45. So 3x is equal to 45. Now we can find the value of x. X is equal to 45 divided by 3 because we have transposed this 3 which is multiplication to the right hand side. It's become division. So let's divide 45 by 3. 3 ones are 3 minus 1 and 5 15. 3 fives are 15. So we have found x to be 15. So therefore x is equal to 15. Now let's go back to the first statement which says let the first integer be x. So this is the odd integer we are talking about. The first odd integer is x and we found out x to be 15. So the answer to the first one is 15. Second integer is x plus 2, that is 15 plus 2 which is 17. Next one is x plus 4, that is 15 plus 4 which is 19. Question 5. The difference between the ages of a man and his son is 24 years. 2 years hence, the age of the man will be 3 times the age of his son at that time. Find their present ages. So let's go slowly. The first part, the difference between the ages of a man and his son is 24 years. Let's take only the first part now. So let the man's present age be x and the son's present age be y. So the difference between the ages of a man and his son is 24 years. So how do we write that? So the man is x, isn't it? He's the older one. So x minus y because the difference between the man's age and the son's age, that is x minus y is 24. So let's try and make an equation for x. Let's see what x is. X will be equal to 24 plus y because I'm transposing minus y from here to the right hand side. It's going to become plus y. So we've got our first equation where we say x is equal to 24 plus y. Let's continue. Let's read the question. 2 years hence, that means after 2 years, the age of the man will be 3 times the age of his son at that time. Okay, so after 2 years, the man's age will be, at present it is x, so after 2 years it will be x plus 2. The son's age after 2 years, at present the son's age is y. After 2 years, it's going to become y plus 2. But what does the question say? It's going to become 3 times the age of his son at that time. Okay, so after 2 years, the age of the man will be 3 times the age of his son. So what is the age of the man? X plus 2. And what is the age of his son? Y plus 2. It's going to become 3 times this age. So it is 3 into y plus 2. So now let's solve this equation. So now we are going to substitute for this x from the first equation. In the first equation, we said x is equal to 24 plus y. So we're going to substitute this x. So instead of x, we're going to write 24 plus y. So let's write that. So 24 plus y, that is x, plus 2. Plus 2 is equal to, now this one we have to open the brackets. So it will be first 3 into y and then you have to do 3 into 2. So 3 into y is 3y plus 3 2s are 6. So now we have the y's on the left hand side and the right hand side. We're going to bring them all together to the left hand side. So on the left hand side we already have plus y. So let's leave it there. Plus y, and I'm going to transpose this 3y to the left hand side. It's going to become minus 3y. Now let's work on 24 and 2. 24 plus 2 is 26, so that is plus 26 is equal to 6. I've already moved 3y. Now y minus 3y, so this is 1. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2y will be equal to 6, and I'm going to transpose plus 26 to the other side. It will become minus 26. So that means minus 2y is equal to, now let's solve this, let's work out this, plus 6 minus 26. Signs are different, so put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 26 minus 6 is 20. So minus 2y is minus 20. So we can easily find the value of y by saying minus 20 divided by minus 2. Because we have transposed this minus 2, which is multiplication here, to the other side, it's become division. So minus into minus is plus. Then 20 divided by 2 is 10. So now we have found the value of y. Y is equal to 10. So what is y according to our statement? We said let the son's present age be y. So he is 10 years old. So the son is 10 years old. So let's write that there. Son is 10 years old. Now we have to use this equation, this first equation here shown to us, this equation to find the age of the man. The age of the man is x, isn't it? So x is equal to 24 plus y. So let's work that out. So 24 plus y means 24 plus, how much is y? We found out to be 10. 24 plus 10 is 34. So the man's age is 34 and the son's age is 10. So we have found our answers. The present age of the man is 34 and that of the son is 10. So let's write that down clearly. Man's age, okay, or the father. Here they're mentioned as man. So man's age is 34 and the son's age is 10. Son's age is 10. So this is the answer to question 5. Children, we will stop with this for now. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.